How's everybody doing? Did you guys miss me? Nah, I'm kidding. Today we're having another video, because again, Commander Masters is coming. We're going to have a lot of conversations on it. We're going to talk about the good. We're going to talk about the bad. We're going to talk about the hype. We're going to talk about the anti-hype Rudy. Wait, no, Rudy hype man? Rudy's not. What am I supposed to do? Am I hyping or not hyping? God. And we're going to talk about pretty much draft set, collector, and commander. That's pretty much what the majority of this videos and conversation is going to be over the next week as we approach release. That is the chatter on the town because we are in a very interesting situation. We have definitely have a split, I wouldn't say split, kind of divided, kind of public opinion on Commander Masters. So far, to me, the opinion, at least the messages, the comments, the patrons, the feedback from you all, people seem to like Commander Masters. The majority of the feedback has been very positive on the cards in the set. I'll go on a limb. I personally kind of like the whole, what do you guys call them? The portraits. And I wish they were a little bit more non-cartoony comic book feel, but I think the portrait thing is actually a neat shift in style and art. Actually, I'm kind of, I know that's a hot take. Now, the negative side, the number one thing, by far, is not people complaining about all the Eldrazi's, the Jeweled Lotus, Fierce Guardianship at Rare, not Mythic, hey. You know, and even the lens and things, and the complaint is actually the price point, specifically on set boxes. Now, again, to be very clear with you all, I was very uneasy about Commander Master set boxes. I ordered 0. If you're a patron, I'm not selling them. I'm not doing anything with it because stores cost is like what, $320, $318 or some crazy number for a set box. So they're already selling on TCG Player at like what, $380? So stores are making what? Are they gonna make $5? I do not like Commander Master set boxes because of the price point. Now I also believe Wizards is pushing and testing to see where the limitation is on what we'll all pay. But I'm gonna say it again, I am gonna hype Commander Masters collector boxes because I am all about the Commander Masters collector box. I'm excited to do box openings in this product. I'm excited, kind of like what I did with Double Masters VIP, Double Masters 2022 with the collector boxes, where we do like a whole case of 8 of these things and do a box opening. I'm super pumped about that. I really enjoy those box openings. I really like the textured Eldrazi, textured Jeweled Lotus. Like, and again, these cards are pre-ordering. Like Jeweled Lotus is on TCG Player. Textured Full Monty Crazy 3D is like $700-800. That's a Fairy Dust Fugazi price. If you're gonna pay that, you deserve to be a Timmy. You don't deserve to have money. I believe the true price of these cards are going to be, and again, you're going to see all the YouTube channels and all the influencers, you know, Commander Master single prices tank 50%. Wow! Wow! We're going to see that, right? I believe the true price of these cards is probably around 40% of what you see. So if Jewel Lotus Crazy Textured one is $700-800, chop it in half to maybe $300 range, take off a little bit more. I think around the $200 to $300 range for the full Monty version is probably the correct price range. Now, I could be wrong. Last time I made predictions like this, we started doing box openings and we realized how difficult they were to pull with Jeweled Lotus. Remember Commander Legends 1? And I went, wait a minute. Jeweled Lotus Full Monty Borderless Foil in the Commander Masters original collector boxes, and I realized how rare and difficult they were to pull. That's when I realized Rudy was definitely wrong because they made the rarity so high and the pull rate so low that I realized in that exact moment, I had realized that I had definitely fucked that prediction up. Oh yeah, by far. Because there's a point when you realize that if you can't pull these things, price is going to stay high. So anyways, I remain very excited about the collector box of this. We'll get to the Commander in another video. Yes, there's only a couple packs. It's not a 12-pack collector box. But if you all remember, in like Double Masters 2022 collector boxes, even VIP, okay, the prices were actually higher per pack. Like VIP Double Masters was literally like $100 to $120 at release. Or 99? Or what did I sell it for? 89 and 79 a pack? I don't remember. And then I remember the 4-pack collector boxes for Double Masters 2022. I'm pretty sure they were like $300 a collector box. So when I see Commander Masters collector boxes what I consider, I know, hot take again, you guys are going to hate me. I think around that $200 price point is a very fair entry point. Like TCG Player is $215 plus tax. You can buy Double Masters or Commander Masters collector boxes for $215 plus. That's like $230. I think eBay is like $220 with tax and shipping. Like the low 200s, I think is a lot more where it should be. I don't think that's overpriced. I don't think it's a scam. I don't think it's going to tank to $99. It's not Boulder's Gate and all this stupid drama. There's way too many cards of value for the value of this thing to collapse. There's way too many. Now, doesn't mean the prices aren't going to drop. Like I already told you guys, I think the singles should be about half of where they are. But that still leaves a lot of chase cards. Between the Jewel Lotuses, the Eldrazi, a lot of rares of value, not including all these portraits and textured. And, well, simply put, I think it's going to hold up fine. I think we're going to see some typical market swings of plus 10, 20% up and down all over the place as stores panic, load, unload, and restock. We're going to see that. But I really do believe the real value here is the collector boxes. And I'm so confident in telling you all that. I am actually going to put my butt on the line. Not only did I request as much as I can get, I've actually reached out with other stores. I've been talking to them and how they doing and how many did they get. Like I said, I am going to try to get as many collector boxes as I can to not only keep for myself and offer to patrons, because I believe that a $200 collector box, $220 on TCG Player, is way more appealing than a $400 set box. A collector box should be around $200. I think they're properly priced. $400 set boxes, in my opinion, is an absolute, is just awful, absolutely awful. And even draft boxes for $300 is just, I don't know what the deal is. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to try to get as much as I can of these collectors. Yes, if you're a patron and Rudy's trying to hype you and everything and you know, play backgammon with your stepsister and all that stuff, I'm going to try to get as much as I can because I really want to offer this the same way I did with Double Masters 2022 and even VIP back in 2020, which is I want to offer the patrons by sealed cases because I have a good chunk, probably about 5 to 10% of the patrons, which is still a pretty large amount of you all. They like the sealed cases of collector boxes. And then I have other patrons that just want one or two little boxes just to keep one and open one or whatever, and that's fine. But I really want to go hardcore. I'm really pushing to try to get a big quantity of these collectors. I want to be able to sell them by cases that are sealed for people, patrons. I want to be able to do good box openings. I want to be able to do multiple box openings and not run out. And on top of that, I want to be able to offer like the best price in the country on this kind of thing and get enough quantity where I can get the price way down, the cost almost. You know, I mean, I think, because I mean, a collector box is what, $180? I think wholesale. So again, stores aren't really making money selling them on TCG Player right now. But at the same time, the prices go down. If you're a store, you may not want to sell them. You may just want to crack the pack and sell the singles. But I really, if I can get the price down and I can offer to patrons and sell you guys like collector boxes for like $179 range or $189, like shipped to your door and everything, and I'll pay all the PayPal fees and shipping, that's what I'm really trying to do. I really want to do that, and I'm really pushing for the volume on that. And one of the reasons I'm able to do this is because, again, I ordered 0 draft and set. This is the first Masters product ever since I've been dealing with Masters products in Magic the Gathering since 2013 with the original Modern Masters. Wow, was that 10 years ago? Holy crap, I'm old. Am I that old? Why aren't you all telling me I'm old? Rudy, you're old. Man, no wonder I don't have any hair left. So anyways, that's kind of the game plan here. It's the first time I've ever skipped draft and set of a master product in 10 years. But the pricing differences and everything, to me, the collector boxes is where I want to be at. So that's where I stand with it, and I'm excited to do a big quantity so I don't run out to the patrons. Hopefully I don't sell out so I can actually do box openings and do box openings by the case, and we can really experience that together. Because I remember in Double Masters 2022, I think every case of 8 boosters we opened, which was 32 packs, there was 1 textured per case, right? So I'm hoping it's still that around that 1 textured super mega hit per case. Because that's why a lot of my patrons like to buy by the case, because it's like Weiss. There are certain product lines, Flesh and Blood. People want sealed cases because a sealed case is supposed to have at least like 1 or 2 legendaries in Flesh and Blood. Or a sealed case of Weiss is supposed to have at least 1 or 2 mega hits per case. And some people, you know, there are shitty stores out there. Now again, 99% of LGSs, great people, hardworking families, they deserve the business. You should buy from them. even if it's a couple bucks more. If your LGS is selling a collector box for $219, I mean, that's a fair price. Don't go online. Oh, they're scamming me. I found $10 cheaper online. I mean, seriously, if you really value them and you like to go there, you really should at least buy a box or two from them. But that's kind of my perspective on everything right now, folks. I really remain very bearish on these $400 set boxes. Even if you can get the set boxes for $350, $375, I remain very bearish and skeptical. And I believe, and tell me if I'm full of crap in the comments below and Rudy's wrong like he always is, I believe the collector boxes are the only boxes you can get like the full Monty Eldrazi's and Jewel Lotus and texture, right? Like you can't get those in the form. Wait, no, maybe they did. Did they bring? Can you even get the textured stuff in the $400 set box? Maybe did they add those to the set boxes? That's why they're so expensive. If you can't get the textured cards in the $400 set box, oh, dude, that product's dead to me. I'm never going to carry that. That's ridiculous. But I think the collector box is where you want to be at. And I still remain actually very positive and very concerned about the Commander deck set. There's been a lot of turmoil. I have some patrons begging, how many Commander deck sets can I buy, Rudy? Are you going to have the price below TCG Player? Bro, I'm going to be way below TCG Player. TCG Player is currently outrageous. $380 plus tax? $410 for Commander set? Bro, we got to take off like $100 on that price point. Like do not pay $400 or $410 with tax on TCG Player or eBay. Even $380 or $400, that's ridiculous. Now, I'm going to tell you all why the price is that high. No matter what the internet wants to yell at you and, oh, it's all garbage and the land cycle, the slivers are bad. No matter what the hype and hoopla and London silly nannies and hyperbole and shapoopy is, people want these. The Eldrazi, the enchantment, the sliver. I hear the negativity of some people, but not only do people want this Commander Master deck set, I haven't received all my allocations of winning on one last distributor, but this is the lowest allocation in print run on a Commander Masters, on a deck set of Commander decks I have seen in years. Why? Wizards made less Commander decks for Commander Masters compared to every other Commander, even Lord of the Rings and Warhammer, and I have no idea why they cut it. So because of that, allocation is really, really bad on the Commander decks. I don't know why, personally. I think it's stupid. But because of that, the price is being higher than it should be. I do not think you should pay even $380 to $400, $410 for these Commander decks. I believe a fair price is going to be low 300s. And of course, if you can get in with a store, something maybe $299 or something $289, or you get a really good price, I think anything above this $350 to $410 range is absurd. That's just, the only reason it's that high is because there's not enough to go around. And Wizards made some stupid thing in decision at their ivory tower. I don't know, maybe Cynthia Williams was trying to sneak in cigarettes and packs of Magic cards. Too soon? All right, I'll drop the Philip Morris thing. Because remember, we're not smoking anymore. We're all vaping. You're supposed to be vaping with Philip Morris and Ultria. Full disclosure, I do a tremendous amount of equity in stock and shares in tobacco companies. I am so against smoking tobacco and vaping. But I understand human beings, human nature, and addiction. And I understand it's never going anywhere. And I do derive a lot of my income from tobacco investments on Wall Street. So any pretty much tobacco company on Wall Street, I do hold significant share positions in. Anyways, the fact that Cynthia Williams, the president of Wizards of the Coast, was ex-Philip Morris is just hilarious. And she has to read Wikipedia. It never gets old. I like to have fun. That's where I'm at, folks. So as we go into the next week, I'm going to report all the updates, price increases, tanking, goods and bads. But overall, this is what we're looking at moving into. Obviously, I'll report with everybody next Friday night, which is 7 days from now when you watch this video, if you're watching when it goes live, if my timing is right. I'll be kind of launching my Commander Masters promotion and sale and everything. I'll let you all know how it goes. Like I said, I'm trying to get on the hook for again, I want to be similar to Lord of the Rings with 2% of the print run for Commander Masters collector boxes. So again, my target is I want to be between that 4,000 and 6,000 collector boxes. Again, if patrons buy them all, I'll let you guys know. I don't know how it's going to go. If they don't buy them all, I'd like to be able to sit on at least 1,000 of these things. I really like the product. And I think the fact that it's pretty cheap comparatively everything else, and and overall, the feedback is people like the cards and the product. They're just pissed at Hasbro and the price point. That's a good compliment sandwich, a positive, negative. That's what I like to see. Where Baldur's Gate, people were like, Rudy, I think it's fun, but I mean, bro, there's just not enough good reprints in Baldur's Gate. So no, I do not believe this is a Baldur's Gate situation. There are way too many cards of value in the rare slot, even the uncommon slot. We have Portal 3 Kingdom reprints in this thing, not including the Eldrazi's, the Jeweled Lotus, the Textured, and a lot of good rares. And like I said, I can't believe the Fierce Guardianship. I thought for sure Fierce Guardianship, that commander, I thought they'd put that blue commander at Mythic. I thought for sure they were going to do that. But they left it at rare, which is really great to hear. So I do not believe this is going to completely collapse. If it does, bro. You know, I hate to say that because sometimes it's such a dirty thing. Like there are moments sometimes when everyone feels a certain way on social media, and you know everything on social media is always perfectly accurate. And you know Rudy's never wrong. You know, there are times, it was kind of like the Aftermath and Epilogue from March of the Machine. Oh, I didn't do any box openings of that. Crap, I did a sign-up thing with patrons. That's why we started the box openings again. God, I forgot to put Aftermath and Epilogue. If you're a patron and you're watching this late, send me a private message. I want to do a March of the Machine Epilogue and Aftermath collector box. I want to do a box opening for that. Please send me a private message if you're a patron. I totally forgot to do that in the sign-up sheet for everybody. We got everything else. The MetaZoo, the Whites, the Pokemon, the Magic, and Flesh and Blood. I totally forgot to do that's what it was. I knew I was forgetting something. Thanks for all the support, folks. As always, wild times, a lot of emotions, a lot of positive negativity, a lot of people just trying to find their way in the world. A lot of people think Magic's dead and going to zero. I think it's a great time to be alive. Whenever you have this controversy and craziness, that's what makes it fun. Like, have you ever stopped to think about that? I mean, if everybody just thought every set was Lord of the Rings going to $1,000 a collector box, like if everybody just felt the same way, you know how boring that would be? But when we have like Commander Masters, everybody's angry over $400 set boxes. They're excited over collector boxes. They're confused on why the Commander decks are so successful. Like that's what makes it fun. Everybody's got their different perspective, and we're all battling back and forth. And all right, I'll stop rambling. I'm going to make some food. So much fun.